Hello, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I will be going through my favorite books of 2019. These books are all ones that are rated 5-star, and there's actually 7 books I'll be talking about today. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh, quick note, no particular order, just doing them how I grab them. The first book I'm going to mention is The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. This is a book about these group of characters who do a heist. It takes place in the 1800s in France, and it's just such a really cool world, and really is very logical with the puzzles and stuff that goes into all the heists that they do. It has really great representation as people with multiple ethnicities, sexualities, ableism, because there is someone with it left me. I might think of it another time, but don't have it. And I know that when it came out, there's a lot of people who didn't like it, but it's probably because it was compared to Six of Crows, and the only real similarity is the heist with the group of people. Like, they both have completely different vibes to them. The next book I'm going to talk about is Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa. I read this at the beginning of the year. It follows 2 characters, a kitsune and this demon hunter character. And the kitsune has been placed to protect this part of the scroll to stop people from summoning this dragon demon thing that grants you a wish. It's been a minute since I read this. I really enjoyed the magical parts of this, and I really loved just having the kitsune character go and see the world and all of that. I just really loved the fantasy based in Japan, I'm pretty sure. I really enjoyed the reading more of fantasy based around Asian mythologies, based instead of the normal Greek, Roman, Egyptian, Norse, all the more European based ones. So I highly enjoyed this one. The next book I'm going to talk about is for sure a favorite, and that is Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nang. I loved this book. I just put the dust jacket on the second book because my friend is borrowing it on my recommendation, and I just really loved the mythology of the world, and I loved how it was queer. This is for sure, I would say if I had to rank them, this one definitely would be near the top of the list. This is in a world where the king gets has 8 paper girls brought to him to serve the king, while when the people saw our main character and saw she had golden eyes, they decided to bring her along as the nice girl. And this basically is them as part of in the court life and what's part of it. There is content warnings in it for sexual assault and stuff like that, so like you do have to be aware of it. I went to go check the see if it says so inside the book, and I don't even have the first one with me. The next book I'm going to talk about is We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Fizza, and this is another fantasy, but it takes place in Arabia, and it follows two protagonists. Seems like it's a consistency for me. It's Safara and Nasir. And Safara is a hunter, and so she gets food because she's able to go into this magical woods that pretty much she'll tricks you and stuff. So she goes into that to hunt for food for her village. Well, Nasir is a prince that goes around, who also plays the role as an assassin. And this is their story when they go on a quest to find some sort of magical thing. And things are discovered. I really enjoyed this. I remember loving it when I was reading it. I was like captivated throughout the whole thing. I read it really, really fast. And I'm so excited for the sequel to come out in 2020. Of course, I'm going to have a Cassandra Clare book on this list. And the one that I have on the list is The Red Squirrel Magic by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. This follows Alec Lightwood and Magnus Bane. This takes place after City of Glass, so you would have to read at least the first 3 books in the Mortal Instruments to read this one, but you probably would have to read all of them by for the rest of the series. So this is basically the story of their first trip together as a couple. So you go see them when they're going on it, and then they go on an adventure to find the Red Squirrel Magic, and it involves a cult. I found this book to be really fun. I loved seeing Helen and Elaine. I combined their names for a second. I loved seeing them and how they met, because in the Infernal Devices you see them as they're already a very devoted couple, and I for sure am looking forward to when the sequel is being released. I think the later part of 2020. So basically, I think all I read is series. Every single book on my list is part of a series. Love that for me. And the second to last book I'm going to talk about is Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. This follows 2 protagonists, Louise and Reed. Louise is a witch, Reed is a witch hunter, and it's their paths intersecting and them having to marry, and it's a hate to love. I really loved it. I loved the witchcraft part of it, and that's pretty much the main thing I can think of. I talked about this a bit in my October to December wrap up, which was last week's Sunday video. So I don't know what else to say. I just really enjoyed this. It was really fun, and I loved it. And finally, the last book that I'm going to talk about is We Set Fire to the Dark, Set the Dark. And finally, the last book I'm going to talk about is We Set the Dark on Fire. I don't know the author because I don't own it physically. I read it through my library. And it follows I know it has queer representation. It got a Latina representation, I'm pretty sure. And it's in this world where this man of high stature marries two girls, one that has more of a home focus and one of them is more political focus. And our main character in this book is on the political side, and basically is her story. I remember really enjoying it, and I'm again excited for the sequel that's coming out this year. So there are the books that are my favorite of the last year. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my weekly vlog on Wednesday. Peace.